Hello fellow academics and welcome back to Beavtorio. We're in the process of creating our little connection piece over here. This will be our pipe that will work as an outlet for all the bad water, actually all the bad water in here. I was hoping we would get all of this done by cycle 13. We are in cycle 14 already, which is a bit of a shame. But ultimately, not really. It does just okay, to be honest. All right, we're just gonna also continue placing our platforms down here and the levees on top. As this, like I mentioned before, will become our water pipe, or, well, sewage pipe, so to speak, that will keep our settlement in a good shape, or in a good spot overall. All right, again, I think I mentioned this last time, it might not be the best idea to have all of this explode out, since we are using that area to pump our water, but we can always reactivate those free water pumpers and get things in a good shape if we ever need to do so. We're also now building all of the top area right here, which will be good. One more levee on top. Oh, need to prioritize the one underneath as well. And there we go. We're currently with 7 vacancies. We do have 9 baby beavers, so they are coming in slowly but steadily. We do have, however, all the explosives that we need, which means I can pause you and reactivate the observatory. One of the reasons why we didn't get this part here done by cycle 13 is because we expanded up here, unlocked the observatory, put in the windmills, and so on and so on. We actually need to reactivate some manual power wheels, unfortunately. Metal blocks, we have 7 in stock. We need 10. Another 10 over here, and then 2 over there. Let's just detonate this out as well, so that this part is at least completely built. And we probably don't need to fill this up all the way to the end, but I want to build it at least one further. Oh, that didn't work. Here we go. So that if there's a weird overshoot on top there, it should be all in this direction. And that area is hopefully safe. All right, there we go. Otherwise, looking overall pretty good. I actually don't think we need you anymore. We do not. Not the platform, not the overhang for now. So that saved us a little bit of material. Yeah, not a ton, but a little bit. 14 beavers in the deficit. Yes, a big death wave that has hit us. Right. So instead we need to just create more housing opportunities, I guess. So let's see how we can actually do that. Obviously, we have that entire area here. I do want to place them one back, just to kind of match this part right here in terms of looks. Let me actually double check. Can we, under decorations, place shrubs? Nope, there's nothing we can do under a single platform, but I still think that is fine. Right, so in order to get up here, Well, there are a couple of options that we have, but I think we're just gonna build from over this direction. So we can actually just put in double platforms here. Alternatively, we could actually... You know what? Let's do that instead. Single platform all along here, one over there, and you really need to be over here now. Well-being, teeth grindstone, highest priority, and then I can delete you. Oof, lacking 16 beavers. Okay, one of you needs to go. Gear workshop is not necessary anymore. And I guess we don't need 4 scientists, 2 will be enough. There we go, a little bit better. All right, so that is in, which means we can start building up this way. Create that connection over here. And don't forget the paths up there. Right, now high priority to the areas that really need to be done, and then put in 1 additional house over this way. Right, here we go. Looking overall okay. Oh, they've also finished all of this over here already. Sweet. So we're not going 1 up, so we're staying down here, and I should not have done that. So you guys can't get there. Ugh. Alright, let's build you. Didn't want to, but I guess we have to. Now the power wheel through here, and then a vertical shaft. Just 1. Don't know why it was 2 all of a sudden. Over there. And then make that connection this way. Also making sure we're destroying that beautiful tree, because we just don't need it. And then in addition, I want to build a large windmill basically over there. Means I'm briefly unpausing. Actually don't have enough power to supply all of you. Okay, they're building this already. Oh, look at that. Oh, they're already building all of this. Very, very nice. Right, since I've said I don't need this, let's actually remove you so I don't need to look at you anymore. And we will still make that connection over here, but a little bit cheaper. Just like that. There we go. Right, all of this is already in, so let's make sure we high prioritize the connections here. And let's have a look into our power supply. You need 20 gears, we have 36. 30 pieces of paper, we have 9 now. And 40 planks. Planks will be rough. But once we unlock this, which hopefully should be soon. Actually, I can put a few more researchers back in here. 2 haulers for now, sounds good enough. And then I can reduce that again once we have unlocked the large windmill. $90 power, you need 200. Yeah. I guess that happens. Wonder if we could actually... Yeah, kind of figured. Not here, but we could place one here. Yeah, I don't think we'll do that either. But we could make this connection over this way. future worries. Alright, they can also build that triple lodge already. Awesome, awesome. Finally deal with our beaver supply issue. And while you guys are over here already, why don't you build from this side as well? 4.3 days before the drought ends, and then I need to disconnect this over here again, just to be on the safe side, which will bring us into cycle 15, I think. Not too bad, not too bad. Is this actually going? I think I'm super high prioritizing too much. Right, there we go. Because I do want you guys to wrap up this house. There we go. 12 more storage spaces, that we call it, for our beavers. It should ultimately help us supply our colony a little bit better. Can't believe we've made it this far. And this is almost ready. Completely ready. And then, I think I've mentioned this before, we're turning this inside out, so to speak. Have all the bad water just flow out there at first, and all the good water fill up this crater as well. Still need 200 more science. What's our paper count? 19. I think I said we need 30, right? Yep, we need 30, so we're almost there. Surprisingly, we have kind of enough planks. Didn't quite expect that. But, you know, that's alright. And we cannot get more paper in because we have no storage. Now that is something I should have figured out beforehand. So let's put a little storage area in here for paper, highest priority, because otherwise I can wait forever. And I prefer not to wait forever. Big surprise, I know. Alright, 2.6 days. Really hoping we don't get any contaminated beavers anymore. But we do have 40 antidotes. So even if they get contaminated, they should recover actually really quickly. Alright, that is all in. I wonder if we still need to put another one on here and maybe in these corners. But we'll see. Alright, 1,200 science. Still haven't gone up that much. Guys slacking. Productivity 17%. And now you have full power. I only saw one guy running up there. Now there's two in there and the other two are coming now. Good. Finally, they're producing some science for me. We also need a few more metal blocks for this. Paper has been sorted. We're at 50, which means I can pause you. Means I can unpause the smelter. 4 more metal blocks. And then the sluices, however much metal it is for them. So, yeah. That will all in all be okay. Now you will be the last one to go over this direction. Already removing it. So I don't forget, only 1 day left. Water supply back here looks nice. There's a little bit of dried out carrots over here. So that means we're not producing enough carrots to keep our beavers supplied. Carrot supply is going a little bit down. Which means we could just add more carrot space in the back here. For now it's okay. All right, but this sewage pipe is complete. Very exciting. Also wrapping all of this up. 2 more metal blocks and I can pause the smelter again. And once the smelter is paused, we can pump everything into planks. We also have now enough science, now that the drought is basically over. So let me place you anyways, just to get ready. And with that, the drought's not over yet. But, you know, it'll happen. It'll happen. And maybe we'll be able to wrap all of this up in cycle 15. Because most of the stuff down here is actually... Oh, that reminds me actually. Let me go ahead and wrap some of these up. So they can reproduce or put more effort into creating additional logs. Because that's only 10, 11 levees that we have, and that will be wiped out in an instant. Only 1 more metal block. We do have 1 metal block. So briefly pausing you. Unpausing the lumber mill. I guess shouldn't unpause the lumber mill until we have additional power supply. Look at that. Everything is coming in. The fresh water is already flowing out, so that looks pretty good. So we're doing okay. I don't think anything can happen anymore in this map that would, well, kill us, if I should say so. Oh, I could probably actually leave this connected now. Yeah, but I don't have to. Right. Levies are coming in. What we can do... No, don't have enough beavers, don't have enough workers. Once we have a few more workers, we can unpause the builder's hut. Yeah, I'm gonna pause you guys now. Because it is the end of the day, and next morning this should actually produce power again. Which also makes me think, and unpause you. No haulers, but should be alright. But overall, this is coming along pretty well. Cool, cool, cool. Right, big question would be, do I let this completely drain? I know this is our water supply area, so definitely need to keep an eye on that. Look how beautiful. That corner here, completely clear. I wonder how this works. So I would assume there's a bunch of like bad water at the bottom here. How slowly is that going to be washed out? Does the bad water flow on top of the regular water? Does it completely mix? Will this ever completely clean that area out? I don't know. So yeah, quite a few questions. Should unpause the smelter, because again there should be some more sluices to build as well. And also the other lumber mill, because we'll definitely need more planks building this up. Log supply has gone down a little bit, not drastically. Beaver supply has gone up, so I think overall we're doing okay. One beaver is injured. still have enough trees over this way. So yeah, I think we're doing overall pretty okay. I know I keep saying that, but it is just true. Yeah, maybe I need to take a break. All right. What else is going on here? I really want this to be finished in cycle 15. They're taking their sweet time to build these. And maybe let's go ahead and prioritize this as well. This is already flowing out this direction, which means I can just perfectly reconnect this. Only one more over here. You're flowing through there already. Sweet. So now we're actually supplying this area back here with 5 water sources. Even the water we're dumping looks very clean. Yeah. And the bad tide is slowly being washed out. Awesome. Also with this part here. Cool. Another drought is approaching. Not a big deal. We're in good shape. Good shape. And they have finished all of this. Right, not much I can complain about. Now, we need to plan more long term. Easier said than done, huh? So once this is completely done, this area here will be emptied, so to speak. I do want to replace those 3 with a deep water pump as well, but ideally I would want the deep water pump to actually be deep. So it would need to go in this corner. And it can actually drain things down there. So if we do this, then we can destroy you as well. Put you all on highest priority. So much for... we'll focus on... Good enough. And again, you will be our backup. Oh. It's overflowing. I did not expect that. I also forgot that I had this guy still on. All right. Unpause you. Pause you. Ooh. We're producing too much water. What a weird situation to be in. Right, what if I let that now partially go in here and partially in there? I think that also answers our question. Which also might mean I don't need to build you. Look, they have built the connection. We can now reach it from both sides. And there's not that much left for them to do. Oh, let me make sure I've built this properly. Water source. Okay. So when we need to turn this around, all we need to say is close above contamination. No, close below contamination. Might actually not have to do anything. Just turn the rest of them off. Ooh, 24-day drought. So let's unpause you. Just to make sure we have enough beavers, enough water supply if we need it. Because you are almost out. Right, high priority on this. We're in a drought. As per usual, which means I need some additional power supply, which is why we're building this one windmill, just to get it all done. Actually don't need that much power over here anymore. Actually, sorry, that many planks anymore. Building lacks power. Of course you do. I mean, why wouldn't you? Then unlock the gravity batteries. Don't need this connection. And then in the long term, maybe it's not so long term anymore. Maybe it is time for us to plan batteries ourselves over here. Probably the easiest way to do this. I'm not sure if it's easiest. But how about we do that? Make sure we're connecting all of these up. Double platform here. Triple platform here. Keep the triple platforms going. And then triple one here, single one there, and double one here. What we might do, actually, to make this a little bit simpler on us, delete you, and delete the top row. You stay, you go, and you go. All right, so if we put this in like that, no, you're too tall now. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to think in 3 dimensions. Are you too tall? You're too tall. No, wait. Oh, no, that was actually correct. So let me explain this, all right, by just painting it all out. So if we do this, we have an area for paths. Now, if we connect this path up over this way, just like here, can put in a staircase down there and then connect this up. So all we need to do is place these on top, which we can then set to be fully connected with gravity batteries. Now, they might not be hyper optimized the way I'm placing them right now. But they will do. Let's actually be a little bit more efficient now that I've placed all of these. Let's go ahead and redo some work. Because one thing that we can also do is, where are they? Paths, overhangs. And this way, we can very quickly... I might actually remove this, because you're not very deep. So let's go here like that. Power connection in there. And then we build these gravity batteries on this side and on this side. They should be able to reach both of these, which will also double our power storage, which makes me think I built way, way, way too many. Right, if they're bored, they can finish this on the other side. But the initial ones might actually be nice to get. However, I'm not going to prioritize them over these things, as we are about to be done. There we go. Nothing else, guys. Just wrap this up. And then we're gonna go ahead and close all of the ones on the outside. Let me actually turn off the water so we see them. So you're closed, you'll be closed, you'll be closed, you'll be closed. And those are all the ones on the outside. And now we go on the inside. You need to only open above or close above contamination of 5%. That is good. So one further down. You're always open. You're always open. You should always be open. You're open. You should always be open. And you should always be open. Which only leaves you, and you close below a contamination of 5%. So all the bad water gets flushed out in this direction. And once this closes, this one will open. And then all the good water comes out the top. Yeah, I think that should be fine. And I think I got all of them, which is very exciting. Now we're definitely gonna, we're definitely gonna try this out. So, what are you guys transporting? Oh, water. Oh, from down here. Pause. We don't need you yet. Let's turn the water back on. When you run out, that's when we're really turning you back on. Otherwise, that is it. I'm gonna delete the other water pumper stations now. We don't really need you. We might actually need you at some point, but for now we're doing okay. Now we do have a ton of unemployed beavers. Need to turn the water wheels on. That helped a little bit, but not massively. What are we gonna do with you guys? Nothing really to do for you. So maybe it's time we start expanding. With this almost being done, you know what? I'm gonna leave this for the next episode. So I'm gonna end it right here. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.